So thank you, Lalitji, for this opportunity to just talk with you about the Indo-American Community Services. Indo-American Community Services, we started in 2010 in Chicago, where at that time, a couple of things are happening. One, there were the employment crisis, happening at that time. And second, also, there is, we have a lot of talent folks that are, in technology side and everywhere where they are tech, they are even engineering, they are technologically savvy, but leadership wise, unless someone offers a leadership, there is a lagging in the community of trying to look for the opportunity and also understand that they can go to the levels of CEO. Those are the missing pieces that we found in our community that we really wanted to bridge that gap. So immediately we started with the Career Expo at the time, and we had almost 40 companies came, and 1,000 people participated for the Career Expo in Chicago. And then we started expanding that in different cities, New York and Dallas and Atlanta and other places. Then we also, looked at this. How do we really bring the leadership aspects into our, community, right? So that's where we wanted to bring the diversity into every level in corporations. So we work with the corporations, and sometimes we partner with the corporations as the diversity partners with them. Some of the companies that we work with is Dover Corporation and ITW, and many organizations we partner with. So Sunoco and Nordson. So then we started doing the conferences on leadership. So we do annual conferences where we get at least 4 or 5 CEOs, corporate CEOs, come and speak to the aspiring leaders, so that they understand the best practices that has been used, as well as the leadership, what it takes to be a leader.
So it has been now, this is the 13th year
13th year.
of this organization. What has been its key achievements, accomplishments so far?
Yeah. So we have, as I was mentioning, uh, every year we used to do this 40 companies participate, right? So we 1,000 to 800 people used to participate before the pandemic. After that, we started doing the virtual career expos. So we had noticed several of those companies start hiring, and they really mark their calendars and look after for our career expos that we do. Then the other one is just as a leadership wise, right? So we have connected with public CEOs that who come and talk to our organization. Like Kunal Kapoor, one of the CEO, and we have Sundaram Nagarajan, CEO of Nordson. And then we have Soma Som Sundaram, CEO of Champion X. So as you see that we have brought the awareness and the practices, best practices to the aspiring leaders, in different ways.
So what is happening here today?
So today we are doing is Executive Connect. So there are several organizations that are being part of us that who are supporting this as well. So we have Aruna Katragadda Miller is the Lieutenant Governor of Maryland and coming and speaking. So the theme of this today's networking event is leadership, technology, energy, and environment. So those are the areas that we are focusing on today. And we also have Congressman Sri Tanedar coming and speaking as well on these aspects. And we have more than 100 guests that are participating. They're all, Indian community leaders. In corporate side, we have several people from Microsoft are attending, several people, from DC, Saba DC. It's a I think you probably are aware of that. Uh, several organization board members are participating today. It's an event where people can understand each other and being able to connect, as well as listen to the what their leadership is in this aspects. What Maryland as a state is doing in this in these aspects of technology. As you know, AI and all of these are getting very popular, and question of how to use them, how safe they are, and it's a question of policy as well. Some of those things we wanted to kind of address as well.
So what are the key challenges that the young and the youths in this community are facing?
Yeah. So I mean, if you look as a leader, as a young folks, right? First thing is that they have to adapt to the first they have to adapt to the terminology of leadership. There is a it's different, as you have like technology terminology, but you have the leadership terminology. I think that's something that they need to learn and adapt to it. When speak with the leaders and CEOs and so forth, really keeping it short and talking to them in a way so that they understand, what it means, taking your opinion on that, right? So it's a very key critical thing. So that's why we partner with McKinsey, we partner with Boston Consulting, to bring out all of those things. So that is one of the key things for our Indian American community to grow into the leadership, is to really get that
So
aspects of
in
it.
these 13 years, how many youths have benefited from this organization?
Yeah. So, it's if you see that we have all grown, so our group has grown.
Yeah.
They become, CEOs. Some of them who are executives have become CEOs. It's not because it's not something that we can say, okay, I did this because they have benefited or anything like that. But it's a moment. It's a people learn from each other. That's what we try to bring.
One last question. What are your future plans?
The future plan is like we wanted to expand throughout major cities. We have right now in we have Atlanta, DC, and Chicago, New York area. But we really wanted to, this year we are focusing on expanding Washington, DC, and Denver. Um, and next year we want to really expand other cities as well. So that now we have a network of executives from different cities are connected, and so it's easy for us to do the mentoring and programs and things like that for aspiring leaders.
How many? How big is the network?
The network we have about 20,000 people in terms of our distribution, mailing distribution, but we serve about like 3,000 people yearly.